Hi Leos, Trishna here. Welcome to your May 2019 reading. What I'm feeling for you is leading up into May. I feel like you've been struggling a little bit because you're a little bit confused about where you stand in a certain situation in your life or in a certain relationship in your life. And nothing has really happened to cause this confusion. There hasn't been some event that has caused you to wonder where you stand with this person or in this situation, but you've really been it's really been on your mind. And I feel like for May of 2019, it's going to continue to an extent. May of 2019 is going to be a month where you really reassess the situation. You really reassess like what it is that you have with this person. And I think the kinds of questions that are in your mind are like, does this person actually love me? Or is this person maybe just along for the ride? Because maybe I'm just the easiest option for them, or maybe they, are too lazy to get back out there, and so they're just like, oh, I'll just stay with what I have. Or, I think probably the big one is like, does this person actually value me and appreciate like the things that I bring to the table, or are they just along for the ride? Like they're getting all these things from me. Are they just with me because they're getting all those things? They don't want to lose all of those things that I'm giving them? Or are they actually with me because they care about me and they care about my feelings and like my happiness, and they actually love me back? So I think that's really going to be where your head is going to be at this month. So it's kind of continuing from how you've been feeling towards the end of April. And I think the challenge is just going to be a lot of the emotions around this, because it is going to be painful to have to, it's painful to have to wonder these things. Like, like, do they just want me for the things that I do, or do they actually want me as well? Like, do they actually care about my feelings? So, yeah, I feel like it's going to be kind of a painful month. I think that you're not really going to make any decisions. You're not going to really change anything by the end of the month. I think you will have a much better understanding of the situation by the end of this month. I think some things will click for you and you will understand maybe the person or the situation better. It does feel a little more positive than it does negative. I'm not saying it's like, oh, I'm going to feel amazing, or like you're going to feel amazing at the end of the month, but it feels like this reassessment or this assessment is important, and you will learn some important things from it that will be for the better for you, and I think the situation as well, or like you and the other person as well. And the guidance that I'm getting for you to keep in mind throughout this is if you mention these concerns that you're having, or like these reassessments that you're making, if you mention this to the person or the people in the situation, the thing that you need to pay attention to is, how do they react to that? Do they continue on the way that they've always been because they don't actually care about your feelings? Or do they actually try to make you feel better? Do they do things to make you feel better, feel more loved, feel happier, feel more appreciated? So I think that how they respond will be very important for where you go with this assessment and what they're really in it for. So, man, this is like kind of a sad, painful reading, but I think you'll get a lot of clarity from that guidance, and I think either way you're gonna get a lot of understanding from the situation, and I think that's where the positivity is coming from. That's why I feel like it's a little positive. It's because like you're just so confused, you're so unclear. Nothing has necessarily caused you to feel these feelings or like think these things and like wonder if you're being appreciated or just like kind of being used. Like, I'm not saying that the person is purposefully like consciously using you, but like on some level they may be. Like, that's what you have to determine. So yeah, where was I going with that? Yeah, so like this month is about the reassessment. Nothing's really caused it, but you are feeling these feelings and they're there for a reason, and you really need the clarity, and that's what this month is going to give you. I think really what you're seeking is the clarity of which where do we stand? Like, where do you stand? Like, why are you here with me? Like, what's in it for you? And what are you really getting out of this? And is it just the things that, I do, or is it the things that, like, or is it like who I am, that kind of thing? So, yeah, I think regardless of the response that you get, like, do they change and like try to make you feel better and try to, encourage you or like value you or show you more appreciation, or do they just continue with the status quo? That's going to be your gauge. And I think either way, you're going to get that clarity that's going to make you feel better, because now something makes sense to you. You have something that you can go off of that can help you make a choice later on in the future. I don't feel like you're going to make a choice right now, but like that's really important for you to be able to know which direction you're going to go in the future, how you're going to handle this situation, and if this is really the right thing for your life. Are you getting what you need? So, sorry for such a downer reading, but that's what I'm that's what I'm feeling for you. Sorry, allergies. So I hope this was helpful. I hope this gives you some kind of clarity or some kind of gauge to help you out with your situation. So thank you for watching. I hope I earned your like and your subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.